Hey yogis, thanks for joining me again today. We haven't practiced together before. My name is Sarah. Today we'll be moving through a nice gentle flow with a few back bends and just a nice flow to really increase your energy and at the same time finishing with you nice and grounded. So we'll start today in a comfortable seat, coming on to cross-legged, or just sit on your heels if that's more comfortable for you. And then just taking a minute to close down the eyes. Starting to check in with your breath. Just letting go of what happened before class or what's to come later today. Starting to notice your inhalation as it comes through the nose and follows down the throat into the chest and deep into the belly. Feeling the belly rise. And as you exhale, just watching that breath leave through the belly, the chest, throat, back through the nose, emptying the lungs completely. And as you sit here in stillness, just noticing any thoughts that arise and just letting them pass. Slowly start to open the eyes. Coming to sit on the sits bones. On our next inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, side bend over to the right, bring that right forearm down and left arm overhead. Just staying here and breathing space into that left side body. On our next inhale, come up to center. And exhaling over to the left, bringing that left forearm down, right arm reaches up and overhead. On your next inhale, come up to center, and then just let the arms fall down by the sides. And then bring your right ear over to your right shoulder and start to walk the left arm out to the left, feeling a nice stretch through the left side of the neck and the shoulder. Maybe try to walk them out a little bit further. Come back to center and change sides. So left ear to left shoulder and right fingertips walk out to the side. Just breathing into any tension on the side of the neck. We'll come back to center, reach your arms up and over, and then fold forward. Just letting the upper body be heavy. slowly start to roll their eyes up. Coming into tabletop. Shoulders directly over the wrists. Knees under the hips. Start to roll through some cat-cow, dropping the belly as you lift the heart and look up. Exhaling to round, chin to chest, belly to spine. Inhaling, look up. Exhale to round. Flowing through on your own breath. Then starting to take it into some C shapes. So moving the side body to the left. Doming through the upper back. Over to the right. Back down, belly drops, look up. And reversing your direction. Moving over to the right. Rounding at the top. Side body to the left as you come forward. Belly drops, look up. Move through a couple more on your own. Then we'll come back to find stillness in our tabletop. And then we'll bring the right fingertips to the temple, bending the arm. As we inhale, we'll rotate through the upper back to lift up. And then as you exhale, come back down, bring that right elbow to the left wrist. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to close. We'll move through 3 more. Next time you come down, ground the right palm, changing sides, left fingertip to the left temple. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to come down, bring that left elbow to the right wrist. Staying with your breath, inhaling to open. Exhale to come forward, 3 more. Next time you come down, ground the left palm. Start to move forward and back on the wrists. Just taking some circles in each direction. And then we'll bring the feet together, knees apart, coming down into a wide legged child's pose. Option, walk the arms out or bend the arms, bringing those elbows down onto the mat and then pulling back for the next stretch of those triceps and shoulders. Hands in prayer position behind your head. We'll come forward back into our tabletop. And then we'll send the right heel up to the sky, bending into that knee at 90 degrees. We'll lift that leg up, and then making some big circles, bring that right knee out to the side, back down. Taking these nice and slow and controlled, starting to open up into that hip. Lifting as high up as you can before you rotate open. One more. And bring that right leg down, switch sides. Sending that left heel up to the sky. Flex the foot, and then opening up, bending that knee. Nice big circles on the left. One more. Bring that left leg back down. Send the feet out to the side. We'll bring the legs out in front of us. And then we'll bend our right leg in. So our knees are still beside each other. If you need more space, you can let the toes point out to the side. We're going to come into half hero pose. Just pressing into the hands. Nice tall spine. And then just playing with reclining back as far as you can. Breathing into that thigh. Five more deep breaths. We'll slowly rise up, coming into the other side, straightening that right leg, bending that left knee in, finding length before you recline down. If you feel any pulling in the knee, you can just stay upright. Otherwise, you can start to come onto the forearms, or maybe you lay down all the way. Three more breaths. And slowly start to rise up. Swing both legs out to the side. We'll come back into our tabletop position, and then we'll tuck the toes, send the hips up and back for our first downward facing dog. Ground through the palms, shoulders away from the ears, and tending that tailbone to the sky. And just starting to pedal out the feet. On your next inhale, send that right leg up and back, bend the knee and open the hip. And then step it through the hands, lowering that back knee for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. We'll reach up on our inhale, extend through the fingertips. Then exhale to cactus the arms, finding a nice back bend. Lift your heart and look up. Staying here, breathing into your heart space. Release back up, coming forward to frame the front foot. And then sending those hips back for half split, right toes to the sky. And just checking that that right hip hasn't popped forward, slightly pull it back. We'll come forward back into our low lunge, and then we will come on to that back foot, setting up for warrior two. Back foot is in line with the back edge of the mat. Windmill the arms up to parallel. Let's take a couple bounces up and down, just to feel into our first warrior two. And then we'll flip the front palm to reverse warrior. Rise back up, warrior two. And then we'll start to frame the front foot and just walk our hands out to the side. And then all the way to the front of the mat to frame our left foot. Lower the back knee down, reach the arms up to Anjaneyasana. Take a deep breath in to reach. Exhale, cactus the arms, arch back and lift the heart. Your next inhale, reach your arms back up. Sweep them forward, coming into our half split. And then we'll come back forward into our low lunge. Setting up for warrior two, back foot in line with the back edge of the mat. Shoulders over hips, extend through the fingertips. Taking a couple bounces up and down. Then we'll flip that front palm, reverse warrior. Rise back up, warrior two. Frame the front foot, and again, just start to walk over to the front of the mat. Step back to plank, and then let the hips and legs fall down. And then we'll lower down all the way. From here, we'll bring our hands out wide, tenting the fingertips, and then coming through a wide cobra. So rolling the spine up. Head comes up last, look up. Exhale as you roll your body forward. Coming up like a wave as you inhale. And exhale down. Roll through this 3 more times. And then lower all the way. Ground the palms, tuck the toes, and press back to child's pose. Your child's pose will be back and downward facing dog. For your downward facing dog, send the right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip, and then coming into wild thing, drop that right foot behind you, stay on the ball of the foot, outside edge of the left foot. Reach that right arm up to the sky, open your heart, pressing into the ball of that right foot to lift your hips a little higher. Maybe looking back with the right fingertips. One more breath. Come back through, ground that right palm. Send the right leg up and back, and then stepping it forward. Staying high on the back toes, rising up into high lunge. And then sweeping forward, runner's lunge. Reach up, high lunge. And then bring your hands to heart center, come light on the back toes and spring forward into your warrior three. Kicking back through that back heel, crown of the head reaches forward. Slow and controlled, we'll bring that knee up as we rise. And then set it back down. On your next inhale, reach arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, and then we'll step back, downward facing dog. Just taking a moment to reset, reconnect with that breath. On your next exhale, send that left leg up and back. Bend that knee and open the hip. And then stepping it out to the side, coming into wild thing. Reach up, look up. Pressing into the ball, that left foot, lift up a little higher. One more breath. And then ground that left palm back to downward facing dog. Send that left leg up and back, and then stepping it forward into your high lunge. Rising up. And then coming forward, sweep your arms back and runner's lunge. Come forward, reach up, and back forward into your runner's lunge. Come back up into your high lunge, bringing your hands to heart center. Light on the back toes, springing forward into your warrior three. Body comes to one line. Staying with your breath here. If you fall out, just come right back in. And then slow and controlled, we'll bring that right leg up. And set it back down. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold and stay here. Take a big bend in the knees. Coming to step on your palms. Bringing your toes into that wrist crease. Letting your upper body be heavy over your thighs. Maybe playing with straightening your legs. Find a little bit more space, a little bit more stretch in the backs of the legs. Slowly release and roll to rise. Reach up and overhead, arch back. Swan dive forward. Step back to plank. Lower down knees, chin, chest. Rise up into your cobra and back to downward facing dog. Lower the knees, press back to child's pose. Come forward into tabletop. And we'll roll through a couple more cat-cow. Free flowing your cat-cow, moving whichever way feels good for you today. And then we'll come forward into our tabletop. We'll send the right heel up to the sky. And then we'll send the left arm forward. Start to reach up with that left arm, coming behind to grab onto the front of that right foot. Kick into your left hand. Lift the heart. If you fall back, if you fall out, come back in. The more you lift, the more stretch you get in your heart space. Maybe looking up. Kick a little higher. And release. Again, flowing through some cat-cow on your own breath. Come back through center, send that left heel to the sky. Ground through the left palm. Reach your right arm forward. Without thinking too much about it, reach back, holding on to that left foot. Kicking your left foot into your right hand. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, kick a little more. Last breath. Meet your edge. Release back to center. Tuck the toes. Press back, downward facing dog. And then step or hop to the front of your mat. Slowly roll to rise. Playing with our balance. Bring our weight into the left leg. Bring that right knee up. And then we'll bring that right foot into our left hip crease. Coming into standing figure four, starting to sit your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. Arms can stay at heart center or start to come forward. Feeling a stretch to that right hip. Slowly rise back up, keeping that right leg up. And then we'll bend that right leg, setting up for dancer's pose. So bringing your heel to your bum, reaching back with your right hand to grab hold of that right foot. We'll reach our left arm to the sky and start to kick your right foot into your hand as you come forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, kick a little further. Last breath, meet your edge. Slowly release. Bring that right leg up and we'll set it back down. Reach arms up and overhead, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ground the palms. Step back to plank. Lower knees, chin, chest. Come through, cobra. Back to downward facing dog. Block, step or hop to the top of your mat. Slowly roll or rise. Moving to the other side, bring your weight to your right foot. Left thigh comes parallel to the mat. Finding your balance, and then bringing your outside edge of that left foot into your right hip crease. Staying higher, starting to sit back in your chair. Taking your time to find space to go a little lower. Slowly take your time, rise, stand. Bring that leg with you. And then bend that knee. Reaching back with your left hand to hold on to the left foot. We'll extend the right arm up. Take a deep inhale to lengthen. Then exhale, start to kick your hand into your foot. Letting that kick pull you forward. Gaze slightly down or forward, finding your drishti. Something that's not moving in front of you, maybe you're gazing over your fingertips. Inhale, make space. Exhale, kick a little further. Last breath. Slowly release. Bring that leg all the way up and back down. Reach your arms up and overhead. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ground the palms. Let's meet back, downward facing dog. Lower the knees to child's pose. Slowing down your breathing. From our child's pose, we'll slowly come forward onto our bellies. Again, we'll bring our arms wide, coming onto those fingertips, moving through our cobra like a wave, rolling up. And then we're going to look over our right shoulder towards our right foot. Come back to center, lower down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to look over that left shoulder towards the left foot. Back to center and roll forward. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale over to the left. Inhale center. Exhale lower. And then we'll make a pillow with our hands. Start to bend into that right leg for half frog, bringing that leg to 90 degrees. Right toes point out to the side. Feeling a sensation through that right hip. Letting your right ear rest down on your hands or down on the mat and just gazing over to the left. slowly release that right leg back down, moving into the other side, bending that left leg to come beside you, 90 degrees, left toes point out to the left. Then bring your left ear down to the mat. Just closing down the eyes. Feeling those inhales fill your belly as it presses into the earth. And slowly release that left leg back down to meet the right. Press into the palms. Press up into plank. And back to downward facing dog. We'll send that right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then we'll step the right leg outside of our right hand. And the left leg outside of our left hand, sinking down, Malasana squat. Pressing into your palms to use your arms to push your thighs wider apart, trying to make contact with all four corners of the feet on the mat. On our next inhale, we'll start to straighten the legs as we reach and rise to the top. And then exhale, hands through heart center. Start to sink the hips down, Malasana. Our inhale brings us up, reach up, straighten the legs. Exhale down, Malasana. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Ground the palms, straighten the legs, and just fold over the thighs, maybe holding on to opposite elbows, giving it a sway from side to side. And then we'll release the palms back to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Send that right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. And then stepping it forward outside that right hand and lowering down into our gecko. Staying high for the first few breaths. And if you have the space, maybe lowering down onto the forearms. Breathing space into that right hip. Breathing into any discomfort. We'll be here for 5 more deep breaths. Slowly start to press into the palms to rise back up. And then we'll slowly step that right foot back to meet the left and press up to downward facing dog. Send that left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. And then step up forward to the outside of that left hand, lowering into your gecko. Just noticing any difference from side to side. And if you have the space, maybe lowering down onto the forearms. 5 more deep breaths. On your own time, slowly press back up. And then we'll meet back in the downward facing dog. And then from down dog, just drop the knees down, bringing the legs out to one side. And then just coming to lay on our backs. When you arrive, just bring the feet out wide. You start to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Next time your legs fall to the right, just let them stay there. And then option to hook that right foot just on top of the left thigh. And just sending your breath into the front and side of that left hip. Slowly release back to center. And just let the legs fall over to the left. Again, option to bring that left foot just outside the right thigh. And slowly release back to center. And again, just letting the legs fall to each side, windshield wipering the knees. And then we'll extend the legs out wide. And we'll hug our right knee into our chest. Bring it out a little wider towards that right shoulder. Just taking a few circles. And then with the help of that left hand, we'll bring that right leg across the body over to the left. If it doesn't reach all the way down, you can use a block or pillow underneath that leg. Bring the arms into a T and then just tilting your head over to gaze over the right fingertips. Or maybe closing down the eyes. And then slowly come back to center, sending that right leg out long and then hugging your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Then finding those circles. And then with the help of that right hand, we'll pull that left leg across the body over to the right. Arms come out wide, gaze over the left. Slowly return back to center. And then we'll bring that right leg back in, coming into happy baby, or just bring the knees wide. You could hold on to the outside edges of the feet. Let's take a little rock from side to side. Release wherever you are. Bringing the knees in close and giving yourself a nice big hug. And then letting everything release out long to final Shavasana. Maybe bringing the shoulder blades together a little bit closer underneath you. Letting your face soften, fingertips fall apart. Toes point out to the sides. Just letting yourself find stillness for the last few moments of practice. Letting go of any control of the breath. And just letting yourself be here. And slowly bringing your awareness back, starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes, gently rolling the wrists and the ankles, and reach the arms up and overhead. Take a nice big good morning stretch. And then we'll release and roll onto one side, using your bottom arm as a pillow. And then with the help of your top arm, gently push yourself back up to seated. Finding a comfortable seat, keeping the eyes closed. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice today. I hope to see you soon. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.